Shot clock turned off. Hidalgo. Hidalgo backs away and hits!
Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I am Geneva. This is Geneva in General. I was just able to catch at work, guys. Notre Dame beat University of Connecticut. That is UConn, aka the Huskies, the Lady Huskies. Notre Dame just gave them their first L of the season. That is crazy to me. And it was such an exciting game, all because of Hannah Hidalgo. So the first quarter kicks off. UConn was able to score 12 points, while Notre Dame scored 18 points. In the second quarter, UConn scored 16 points, while Notre Dame scored 21 points. The third quarter comes around. UConn scored 24 points. Notre Dame scored 17 points. So in the third quarter, UConn kind of came back up, and I was kind of scared. I was rooting for Notre Dame, I ain't gonna lie, this entire game, guys. Even though UConn has my heart, okay? I love them girls. Paige Beckers, KK Arnold, AZ Flood. I just did a video on AZ Flood and all her injuries this last night. I cannot lie. Something about Notre Dame, aka Hannah Hidalgo, and Olivia Mouse too, they gave it some edge, okay? They put in women's college basketball on this map, okay? And it was just an exciting game. Now, the fourth and final quarter, UConn only scored 16 points. Notre Dame had put up 23 points. The total, guys, the final score, UConn had 68 points, whereas Notre Dame has 79 points coming out with the W. It's just like what Quita Love Sports says. Okay, shout out to Quita. I love me some Quita. Y'all go subscribe to her. She said in women's basketball, ain't nobody safe. Anybody can get got. That's exactly what just happened in tonight's game. I just thought for sure, again, like in the beginning of the game, because they was like neck to neck. They were like 7 to 7 points. You know, UConn had some fight in them. I thought UConn probably could possibly turn this around because just about, not even 2 weeks ago, Notre Dame got beat by TCU, guys. Sedona Prince, okay, and Haley Van Lith out in the Cayman Islands after they blew a 14-point lead. Okay, Notre Dame had a 14-point lead over TCU in the Cayman Islands and got whooped. I'm like, okay, Notre Dame, so not Notre Dame, UConn is UConn. Yes, they started this game off rusty, but perhaps UConn can actually turn this around and come out on top of Notre Dame. But unfortunately for UConn, that was not the occurrence that happened tonight. Let's talk about some key players. Of course, Paige Beckers. Okay, she played a total of 37 minutes. She was able to put up 25 points. Sarah Strong. Okay, she played for 35 minutes. She put up 14 points. Of course, in Notre Dame, Hannah Hidalgo. She played 39 minutes. She put up 29 points. She was the lead scorer of her team. King and Olivia Miles, they both played, well, Miles played 27 minutes. King played 39 minutes, while King put up 16 points and Miles put up 16 points. In the first quarter, it hadn't even been the first half of the first quarter. Olivia Miles kind of got her ankle, slightly injured. It seemed like she twisted it a little bit, and she had to sit on the bench and like just stretch out a little bit. She wasn't getting medically seen and medically treated. She was only out of the game for about 3 minutes. She came back in with a vengeance. Again, guys, what an exciting game, okay? Notre Dame, but specifically Hannah Hidalgo, again, like she just is like a little ferocious beast. And again, like I know y'all can read this title. I gotta put it again. I'm not trying to, start no beef or drama. First of all, let me preface this by saying I love Juju Zound, okay? I love me some Juju Watkins, so don't y'all even try it. But at this point, it's like this. I believe Hannah Hidalgo is who Juju Watkins believes that she is. Now, again, before y'all come at me, oh, Geneva, why are you trying to pit two beautiful, strong, intelligent, talented, athletic, sporty, beautiful black women, young black women against each other? Again, like Hannah Hidalgo, she's a sophomore, 19 years of age, sophomore in college. Juju Watkins, she's a 19-year-old, sophomore in college. Two beautiful young black women, the world at their feet, the sports world and women's basketball. Why compare and contrast? I'm going to tell you why. Because I like to, okay, and it's interesting. I can't help it, okay, because it's a huge difference between them, okay? One, obviously, is if you got eyes, height. Juju Watkins stands at 6'2". Hannah Hidalgo is 5'6". She literally looks like a garden gnome, and compared to a lot of the women, the average women on the court that she competes against, okay, in collegiate level basketball. And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's like she just doesn't, she has no fear. She has this tenacity. She has this, you know how like we all like to say in women's basketball, like, oh, I'm a dog. Angel Reese, I'm a dog. She got that dog in her, dog. Kelsey Plum, a.k.a. Plum Dog. DJ Carrington, she a dog. Everybody a dog. Hannah Hidalgo is the only lion I think I've ever seen. She's a lioness. A lion just rah, 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 rah. Okay, she just roars. Again, this girl is at only 5'6". She pretty much could be a garden gnome, but she don't let that deter her. She doesn't let that distract her. She doesn't let that put fear in her. She puts fear into her enemies. Have you ever seen like a lion hunting? Of course you have. How a lion just attacks a gazelle or an antelope. How it just shows it no mercy. That's how Hannah Hidalgo goes after the ball. She doesn't care whose hands it is in. She had so many steals in this game, it didn't make no sense. Again, the girl is 5'6". I'm 5'5". She has to be no more, I say between 135, perhaps, possibly up to 140 pounds max. Okay, and she was giving them girls the business. It don't matter if you're 6'3". She will take what's on your dinner plate and devour it right in front of your face. Now, Hannah Hidalgo reached 1,000 career points in just 44 games. Juju Watkins, on the other hand, guys, she reached 1,000 career points in just 38 games. Obviously, Juju Watkins, she then tapped Hannah Hidalgo out in that regard, in that stat. Okay, she was able to reach 1,000 career points and a lot faster. Okay, let's see, a total of 6 games faster than Miss Hannah Hidalgo. But again, guys, just looking at the height difference and the size difference, Juju Watkins at 6'2", she should be able to put up a little bit more points, okay, than Hannah Hidalgo. She should be faster when it comes to sprinting and moving and grooving, hustling up and down that court than Miss Hannah Hidalgo. But this is what I found that's really interesting. Now, if you guys don't know, go on to ESPN's official website, type in Hannah Hidalgo in one tab, open up another one, type in Juju Watkins' name in another tab. Okay, this is the updated ESPN stats for both ladies respectively. Hannah Hidalgo, 5'6", sophomore. Okay, this is her 2024 through 2025 season average stats. She's averaging at 5'6" now, guys. Now stay with me. 24.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 3.3 assists, and 46.2% is her shooting percentage when it comes to the field goal range. Now let's go to Juju Watkins, who again, she stands at what? 6'2". Her 2024 through 2025 season averages, she is averaging 24.6 points, the exact same average as 5'6" Hannah Hidalgo. She is averaging 5.9 rebounds. Hannah Hidalgo is averaging 6.8 rebounds, again, at just 5'6". Juju Watkins is averaging 3.6 assists. Hannah Hidalgo, 3.3 assists, okay? Just a slight difference, again, but she's 5'6". Juju Watkins is averaging 46.1% field goal shooting range. Hannah Hidalgo is 46.2%. If you just add in those stats, overall, Hannah Hidalgo is the overall better player. And not just because of her stats. Guys, it's not just about the numeral uno, okay? It's not just about the numbers, the numerals, the factors, the figures, things of this nature. Of course, that's a large part of it, but also just the grit, okay? Okay, I gotta put it out there. I don't know how controversial I want this video to be. I'm not trying to make it controversial, but this is just my thoughts and opinions, guys. Hannah Hidalgo is under the leadership of a black woman coach, okay? Let's give it up for Miss Neil Ivy, Coach Ivy, okay, of Notre Dame. She's the head coach of Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. She also once played in the WNBA, guys. She actually healed her pregnancy. In her first season, I believe, she was pregnant with her son, Jaden Ivy. He plays for the Detroit Pistons now, okay? That's her only child, her one and only baby, okay? And Hannah Hidalgo was underneath the leadership of this woman. And it shows her ferociousness, that tenacity, that grit, that aggressiveness that I like. That fight in her. Again, she does not care if you're 6'4", 185-pound woman. She a 5'6", 140-pound devil. We got Juju Watkins again. I love Lindsay Gottlieb. Okay, shout out to Lindsay Gottlieb. She is the head coach of my Lady Trojans at USC. But Juju Watkins is underneath her leadership. And I'm sorry, but the way that I'm trying to break down the coaching styles, guys. I want to do more coach appreciation videos. I know it's been months since I did a coach appreciation video, but because again, like the coaches matter. Coaches are very important. And like when you're under a certain coach, it more than likely, of course, it's going to affect your style, your play, your mannerisms, just the way you carry yourself on that court. Lindsay Gottlieb, for whatever reason, it seems as though, again, I'm still doing my research on her as a coach, she's not about aggressive play, about attacking. Just 2 weeks ago when USC got beat by Notre Dame, when USC, the Trojans got beat by the Fighting Irish, somebody said, I'm sorry, okay, this is not politically correct to say, but USC, you're literally located in South Central Los Angeles. Y'all play to Hollywood. Where is the fight and the grit? Y'all literally in freaking South Central. How y'all let the Fighting Irish, they're a physical team. Because Coach Ivy is like, we're the Fighting Irish, duh. Okay? It's a no-brainer that Notre Dame whooped USC at their own freaking court. It's like, of course, anybody could predict that it will go that way, okay? Because, I'm sorry, but USC under Lindsay Gottlieb right now, as of right now, again, she could change it on. It's too Hollywood. It's like, what happened to the physicality of basketball? What happened to the grit? What happened to the aggressiveness? Hannah Hidalgo, along with the rest of the Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish girls, they display that. They displayed that in today's game, and they just gave UConn their first L because of that dog in them. I'm sorry, everybody else got that dog in them, as they like to say, they like to claim. The Fighting Irish got a lion in them. Again, Hannah Hidalgo is her. I love Mr. Juju Watkins again. I'm gonna keep reiterating this. I love Juju Zound. But I'm sorry, when it comes to like right now, when it comes to these sophomores running things in women's basketball, women's collegiate level basketball, it's not Juju Watkins who's on top. Just look at the stats, guys. Again, you ain't gotta believe me. I know y'all got internet access. Go to ESPN, type in Hannah Hidalgo stats. Now compare and contrast her stats to Juju Watkins. She's beating this woman, like this woman is damn near a foot taller than her. Juju Watkins, again, she's young, just like Hannah Hidalgo is young. Juju got time to catch up and speed it up and like just be more aggressive. And I see it come out of her here and there, time and time. Like she shows emotions on the court, and she shows that true grit and some physicality. But it's like I don't know. It's like I believe I don't want to call it an issue, but I believe it's the coach's influence. I'm not gonna say it's a coaching issue. It's a coaching influence, okay? Factor. Hannah Hidalgo is under the leadership of Coach Ivy. Juju Watkins is under the leadership of Coach Lindsey Gottlieb, and it shows in both of these players. Again, guys, shout out to the Fighting Irish. That was such an exciting game and a beautiful display of basketball and a pure, raw athleticism, power, strength, stamina, endurance that needs to happen in women's basketball. I don't care what nobody say. I like the aggressiveness. As long as nobody gets snapped up too bad, nobody gets shot, stabbed, I don't want to hear no complaints. Okay? Fighting Irish and Notre Dame, they did what needed to be done. I still love you, UConn. Okay, keep y'all head up. I know AZ Fudd, her knee is messed up, it's sprained. She couldn't play in today's game. She could have possibly, had things turn around to their advantage, but she wasn't. Okay, UConn just got handed this L. Thanks to Notre Dame. And I ain't got nobody to blame but themselves. Hannah Hidalgo is her.